is there anything you like to tell Raju Ettan after watching his performance?
Raju didn't do anything. He's an all-rounder. I told to Fahad because I've not watched many of Fahad's movie because I know him as a person because when he came to meet me, that's when, hey, you're such a good person, why are you acting such cruel roles? So it was just a fun remark. And Prithvi, I think, is evolved so much. I've worked on Ravanan, I've worked on Kavya Talivan, and all of them are very heavily demanding roles. And in this, you should see, I don't want to say much, just watch.
രാജേട്ട അതേപോലെ ഇപ്പം ആക്ടർ പ്രഭാസ് ഇപ്പം സിനിമയുടെ പോസ്റ്റർ ആണെങ്കിലും ട്രെയിലർ ആണെങ്കിലും ഇറങ്ങുമ്പോൾ എല്ലാം ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഐ ഹോപ്പ് ഹി ഈസ് മോർ എക്സൈറ്റഡ് അബൌട്ട് ദിസ് ഫിലിം. അപ്പോൾ ട്രെയിലർ കണ്ടിട്ടുള്ള അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഒരു റിയാക്ഷൻ എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു, എന്താണ് പറഞ്ഞത്?
പ്രഭാസ് ട്രെയിലർ വളരെ നേരത്തെ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. പ്രഭാസിന് ഭയങ്കര ആകാംക്ഷയോടുകൂടി ഈ സിനിമ ഇറങ്ങുമ്പോൾ കാണണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് പിന്നെ ഓഫ്കോഴ്സ് ഞങ്ങളിപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെ ഒരു we are quite close in the sense we've done a whole film together. Salar Part 2 is going to start shoot very soon. In fact, very, very soon. We are in touch and he is a very good friend now. When I'm in Hyderabad, I definitely touch base with Prabhas. Not just there, wherever I am, we are in touch. അപ്പോൾ ഈ സിനിമയുടെ കാര്യം പ്രഭാസും ഇൻഫാക്ട് പ്രശാന്ത് നീലൊക്കെ ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്ക് എന്നോട് ചോദിക്കുന്നത് ഡെസേർട്ട് ഫിലിം എന്നാണ്. ഇപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ ഇന്നലെ നിങ്ങൾ കണ്ട ട്രെയിലറൊക്കെ പ്രഭാസും പ്രശാന്തും വളരെ നേരത്തെ എൻ്റെ ഫോണിൽ കണ്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Rahman sir, Kaushik from Dinathandi's DD Next Chennai. நேற்றுக்கு வந்து பிருத்விராஜ் சார் கிட்ட பேசின போது சொன்னார், இந்த படத்துக்கு நான் ஒவ்வொரு வாட்டியும் பார்க்கும்போது நான் திருப்பி போய் வேறு ஏதாவது புதுசாக பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு, அந்த அளவுக்கு எனக்கு ஸ்பெஷலாக இருக்குது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. பட் மியூசிக் வரும்போது இந்த படத்துக்கு மியூசிக்கோட முக்கியத்துவம் என்ன சார்? பிகாஸ் வந்து இட்ஸ் நாட் ஹை ஆன் டயலாக்ஸ், பட் மியூசிக் இஸ் ஒன் ஆஃப் த கேரக்டர்ஸ் இந்த ஃபிலிம். அதை பற்றி கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்கள் சார்.
இந்த படத்தை மியூசிக்கால கெடுக்கலாம். Because music தப்பா போட்டோம்னா I think எழுந்து போயிடும் அந்த மாதிரி. So if somebody is having an emotion on screen, the characters have an emotion, and constantly have to check whether I'm over preempting the emotion or adding too much to what he's doing or countering it. Countering it is what I wanted to try in this one. If somebody is crying, I should not be crying too. There'll be too much. So I should be almost like a hugging embrace, mother-like character in the music. Sometimes, as I said, it's a more divine character. And actually, I scored this 3 times. I scored it, and they took it for festival, showing it. Then I saw it, I didn't like it. Then I changed many portions, and I also evolved with Initially, it was, oh, I know how to do it, and then I said, no, I did it all wrong. So I went back to him and said, please take it away. I'm going to do it again. So I think the score. Past 3-4 months have evolved so much, and some of the places I had to fight him, said please don't put that music, I'm going to change that. He said no, I like the previous one. No, please trust me. So what we have now is what I think we all kind of like.
Well, it was my first experience with an Indian production, and of course before I came here I did a little bit of research as well, as far as who was the director really, who was the actor, and who else was coming on board. I knew of A.R. Rahman because I live in Los Angeles, so I was in LA when Slumdog Millionaire won, so I know all about that. But I was baffled by the cast and crew when I got to Algeria for the first time. I mean, I landed in the desert and it was just full of people. And I think here you probably have 3 people for the job of 1 in some of the early production that I know of. So that was a big difference for me. But besides that, I mean, the level of professionalism was up there. Blessy, the director, he's such a perfectionist. Everything has to be just on the dot, and that was very interesting to witness. And he got all the necessary tools and people to get to what he wanted to do, and it's such a impactful and deep story that I think it needed that. And as far as the collaboration with some of the other actors, including Raj here, with whom I probably spent every day doing all kind of things, going through the desert, having to carry him. He killed me because he's not a small dude, and and at time I just had to carry him on my back and walk and run. So that was quite painful, but very enjoyable at the end. So looking forward to see the movie on big screen.
Godly presence when it comes to the life of Najib, and the dialogue, whatever happens, we have to keep walking as a kind of. Hi, Jimmy Jin. Ibrahim Qadri's role in the life of Najib has kind of a godly presence. When we look at his entrance to his life and the exit, it has some kind of precious effect. So, how do you see Ibrahim Qadri in your eyes, and what was the biggest struggle entering into the life of Ibrahim?
Well, at first it was understanding the character that I was playing, number one, so which was well understood. And after I met Blessy, it became even clearer. So, I looked at him as a spirit with a human body that is here for the good. So it's like, how do I embody that? How can I portray that kind of character where I'm only here for one specific mission and make it as clear, as simple, and as truthful as possible. That's what I tried to do. Hopefully I was successful at it, but that's how I saw the character, that's how I read it, and that's how I think I've played it.
റഹ്മാൻ സർ, ആടുജീവിതം എന്നുള്ള പുസ്തകം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വായിച്ചവർക്കറിയാം, ആടുജീവിതത്തിൽ ഒരുപാട് ദൈവത്തിൻ്റെ കയ്യൊപ്പുകളുള്ള പോലത്തെ ഒരുപാട് സന്ദർഭങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ഈ സിനിമയിലും ഇവർ ഈ 16 വർഷങ്ങൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ബ്ലിസാറിൻ്റെയും പൃഥ്വിരാജിൻ്റെയും ഒക്കെ 10-ലേറെ വർഷങ്ങൾ പ്രൊജക്റ്റിന് കൊടുക്കണമെങ്കിലും അത് അത്ര സ്പെഷ്യലായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു കാര്യമാണല്ലോ. എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും ഈ ആർ കമ്പോസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ സോങ്സിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോഴോ സാറിന് എപ്പോഴും പറയാറില്ല ഒരു ഗോഡ്ലി പ്രസൻസ് ഉണ്ടാവാറുണ്ട്. അത് ആടുജീവിതത്തിൽ എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ?
I think this film is such a gift for a composer, because I'm not just filling up with music, I'm becoming a character. That character sometimes is God's point of view, sometimes director's point of view, sometimes the main character's point of view. So it keeps shifting. There is a main theme which we have done, and which I played yesterday. That is the main theme, which is probably God looking at the main character Najib with mercy. And I don't want to say much. I think you should look at the film, because we don't want to influence you to what you should feel. You should feel what you should feel, with the amazing performance of Jimmy and Prithvi and all the cast.
Rahman sir,
Over here.
here sir, Kaushik
Stay.
from.
Sir, Fahad Fasil told that after watching Maman, and you told him to stop doing such kind of negative characters. So when it's